So the good people at Switchbot sent me some devices to have a look at, and they're actually pretty good. So let's take a look at them. This is a Switchbot, and basically this one's not been set up, but all you do is we'll take off the plastic at the front and pull that wee tab, and that's you. I've had these for a bit of time now, and I've been experimenting with them, and they are actually pretty good. There's lots of videos out there showing you how to set them up, how to connect them into your phone and stuff. They run off Bluetooth, so they're Bluetooth devices. So they are the easiest, by far the easiest things to set up that I've ever had for smart home devices. They are brilliant for that. You just basically switch them on and get the app on your phone, and that will detect them. It just brings them in. It's very, very easy, very simple. They have done a brilliant job at that. The only difference is that they are not controllable through your Wi-Fi, so you can't control them outside your house. You've got to be sort of within range of them. That's the only downside, but if you get the hub, which is there, if you get the hub, that will connect them into Wi-Fi. So the hub will connect to them within the house. The hub's connected to the internet, and so you can connect, you can control the Switchbots from out with your house, basically from anywhere. So that's what the hub's for. And to be honest with you, it's pretty good. Once you've got them set up, you just, in the app again, you just go in and connect them up to the hub. It's dead simple, really easy. And you've got Wi-Fi control of your Switchbots. So here's a Switchbot. This is a white one. They come in white and black. It's just a tiny wee robot, basically, a wee bit robot finger. And it's still got its plastic on, and all you do is pull that wee tab, boom, that's it. And you can register that on your app. That's about as hard work as it gets. These, so it comes with a wee sticky back on it, so you can just stick that onto most things. This will stick onto just about everything I've tried it on. The only thing it doesn't stick onto, the only thing that I had problems with was sticking it onto an Alexa. I was experimenting with switching on the privacy button or switching it off, so you can like have a conversation with the people listening to you. So I thought that'd be a good idea, but the Alexa's made of some sort of non-sticks, like Teflon or something on the top. It really, nothing sticks to it. So anyway, you'll see that later in the video. And it comes with one of these wee pads, which is for sticking onto a light switch, and it's got like a wee bit of almost like fishing line there, which goes onto the actual Switchbot itself, and that's so it can pull the switch off or on, or whatever way you use it. So yeah, they are really easy to set up and really reliable. Actually, they're very reliable, and the sticky pads that I actually thought these aren't going to last. They've been working really well ever since I put it in, so they're good quality. This here is the thermometer, hygrometer, so it's got the humidity and the temperature. So it's very clear. I've had this on for months, battery's still at full power, and it's been working great. It also has a magnet built in, so you can stick it onto metal objects. So anything metal you've got, you can stick on. Obviously, don't be sticking it on your radiator, or it won't give you proper readings. But you can stick it on anything metal, and it'll be absolutely fine. Oh, yeah, we'll stick onto that wee lamp there. So feels like there's two magnets in it, so it's pretty good. You know, it's actually quite useful, and it works really well. It shows you in-app the actual temperature and humidity of wherever it's placed. So the Hub Mini comes with a USB cable. You need a plug to actually plug it in. but it comes with a cable. It's got a cable connected to it, and it acts as an infrared remote control, so you can actually program any remote control into the Hub Mini and you can control it from the Switchbot app. That's quite good. It seems to work well. I've programmed in a couple of remote controls. I've got an old style amplifier that I never really use the remote control, because usually it powers speakers in 2 rooms, and if I'm in the living room we can't use the remote control. So now I can through the Switchbot app, because the Hub Mini's in the actual other room, and it seems to work. It seems to work well. It wouldn't map all the keys on the remote control for the amp because it's quite old, and it couldn't marry them up, so you need to do it manually. But it's not actually that difficult to do it manually either. The Switchbot app's really easy. It's really well thought out. I thought it was a pretty good app actually, and the Hub Mini obviously pulls together all the devices as well and shares them on the internet. So the main things we've been using the Switchbot for is probably operating light switches. I've actually got one to stick onto an Alexa, and I've been using that for privacy control. So you can just switch off your Alexa so it's not listening. I mean, if we've only got one. If you've got 10, that could be a problem, but if we've only got the one, so sometimes if you're having a conversation and it keeps coming on and reminding you that it's there, then sometimes it's good just to switch it off so you can relax a bit more, so you don't have something listening to your every word. So it's good for that. You can also use it on my coffee machine. There's lots of opportunity for experimentation here, and yeah, they're really reliable. I've been surprised how reliable they are, and I've really enjoyed using them in various different things. The wee arm is super strong actually. It can move, it can press really hard, so even difficult switches. We've got a kettle which it's got quite a big throw. The switch has quite a big throw. It can't really push the kettle on, but that's about the only thing that it can't do. Everything else we've got that's sort of like old-fashioned switches and old-fashioned, and it's not smart or doesn't come on automatically. These things can switch them on pretty well. There's not a lot they can. The adhesives on them are pretty good, so long as you make sure that the surface is clean. Usually I use a wee bit of white spirit or something similar. A wee bit of alcohol would just clean it up so you get any grease off, and then when you stick that on, that's on for good. It's not moving again. So yeah, been absolutely great. Could thoroughly recommend them. So I'm going to go in to the Switchbot app, right, and you can see I've got the Hub Mini, which is greyed out because it's not plugged in at the moment, but I want to add a new bot, so I'm going to add one. I'm going to add a bot. Okay, so basically it's not seen this bot yet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just pull this, boom, that should be powered, and it just appeared straight away on my in my app. So I just press that, bot FF, I'm going to go next, and I'm going to go, where am I putting this? I'm putting it in the let's just say it's going in the office if I had one, and it's a bot. Office bot, next. And that's it. And that is it. That is how you set it up. It's unbelievable. So there it is, bot FF. Down there you can change that name to whatever you like. So I'll just press it and there it is, it's alive. So it's in press mode. I can go into the bot. So now I can go into mode. So you've got a different mode here. You can press mode and you can put it into switch mode. Just put it into switch mode and then it will act, that's how you, when it's on switch mode it will be good for the light. So it comes out like half out when it's on switch mode. And you can adjust things like press and hold time and reverse direction. It's really easy, really simple, really intuitive. So you can see now that it's changed. Bot FF is now got an on and off button, so I'll switch it off and it should switch off and then switch on. Should press, there you go, and that's it, simple as that. Really easy. I've not found any smart home stuff that's any easier to set up than this. Brilliant. One thing about this Switchbot system is that it's very easy to fit. There's no rewiring, there's no changing switches, there's none of that. It's just the items themselves and they work together very well. So if you've got a rented property, these would be ideal because there's no damage at all when you fit these, and yeah, the most damaging part is the sticky label and you can usually get that off anything. I'll put a link down in the description and you can visit the Switchbot website if you fancy having a look. They've got a lot more than these, just these devices that I had a look at. There's a lot more stuff on there, so it's probably worth having a wee look and see what you think. Yeah, and have fun if you decide to buy one.